Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Helk empath. That's Tatak. Tatak, what you doing? Tuck, is that Mama leaking? I'm keeping it clean, Mama. Keeping it clean, Mama. I just like doing these little talks on the way I feel about things. You feel pretty, well, I don't know. Energetically, I feel like an ass sandwich. Yeah, but, you know, spiritually, my spirits are high, yeah. My vibe is high, yeah. So, it was a pretty good day today. I like Tuesdays, the astrologers put out, a couple of them, a few of them, a lot of them put out their reports on Tuesdays. What's the matter? You hit him, Mama? Come here. He likes to, if I don't pet him, he'll paw at me. He'll be like, no, you gotta give me love, Mama. So, Mama, you're ignoring me. Mama. See, and I can't be what's holding because I love him so much, so I just love on him when he does that. But the people on the video don't want to see me pet on my dog and love on my pooch and smooch on my pooch. They don't want to see that. They want to hear stories. I'm going to tell them stories. Okay. So, this is about the data collected today. See, this week is kind of like a holding pattern week is the gist of what I'm getting, you know? Because, see, Scorpio season's about to start next week, and so Scorpio season is all that underlying stuff, all that secret stuff, you know? I got a Scorpio moon, I know all about that. I used to always try to bust people out. I remember when we were growing up, I'd always, like, you know, looking people, you know, you look for clues, you know? I grew up watching Quincy and freaking Murder, She Typed, and freaking, you know, I have an inquisitive mind. I'm Scorpio moon. That's why I always watch stuff like that. It's because I'm drawn to it, and you know, figuring it out, you know, looking for clues, looking at the background, you know, while people are in your face, they're trying to keep you from seeing what's back there, you know. I know a lot of those tricks, you know. So, Scorpio season's coming up, and people are finding out, you know, who they're really dealing with, and a lot of them are not coping so well with it, you know, because they don't, where are people learning how to calm themselves down? Where do they do that? They don't learn how to calm themselves down. They take a drink, or they eat a cake, or, you know, they don't learn how to bring their emotional field down here in a natural sort of way. They do it in a very inorganic, that's kind of fashion, and quite frankly, it's painful to watch, you know. See, I'm one of those that sees balance in anything and everything, and the first thing I can do is that, you know, when I meet someone, talk to someone, and I'm like, you know, assess, how balanced are they? Are they any kind of physically fit at all? You know, I mean, do they try? You know, even if they don't have the, because I've never been skinny, but gosh darn, I tried to stay fit. You know, I just didn't have the build for it, and I didn't have the emotional feel for it, because I have the kind of body that I ate my feelings, and then my food would hang on, because it would go into this vibration of lack and scarcity, and it would not let go, you know. So I've always been overweight until I freed myself up later in life. But, you know, when I just see people, or I just look around, I just see people that give up on life. They gave up on life. Look, they've given up on life. They've given up on life. You know, people get lazy. Don't they know they feel better when you get up and move around? And you stretch, and you bounce, and you dance, and you convene with other people and do the same thing, you know? Don't they know life is more fun when you're bebopping around, not just sitting there, you know? I can't sit there. I can never just sit there. Never just sit there. You know, that's why I always had so many different groups of people that I hung out with, because no one person wanted to do something all the time, so I'd just be like, go down the list. You want to hang out? Well, they're, of course, you know, they're all people I enjoy their company with, you know. I used to just always like to be a part of, you know. I'd go to just hang out 5-6 times a week with other people like me and just tell stories, listen to stories for an hour, you know, trying to do our life different, you know, trying to change the trajectory of our path from what it was, and then to something magnificent, what it could be. But however, the thing of it is I always took the action to go and to do stuff, you know. And now's the time, is, you know, in the last few years, I've been made to freaking just be still, because my trajectory, because things have shifted, you know. I've always had so much fire and so much passion, and now I'm being taught how to, well, convey that in a more peaceful, loving way, you know, because that's what the world needs more of these days. It needs more peaceful and loving. It has plenty of freaking condescending, snarky, sarcastic, freaking bullish crap, and it's got plenty of that, you know. It's got plenty of that. I'm not seeing a whole lot of sincerity with places where I try, and I'm trying not to freaking get too big, because I see so much, this brash of freaking these spiritualists, and I'm just trying not to get frustrated with more of the same, you know, more of the same, you know, and it's just, all this stuff is free knowledge. I just gather it. I take the time to gather it. Yeah, you know, it's an energetic exchange. I provide the information here, and people, you know, they match their energy and however they see fit, you know. So, cooperation is nature's way, but definitely that, there is going to be a lot of freaking heartbreak because, I mean, think about it, because when I went through my breakup a few years back, it was around this time, back in 2014, and so, because people break up, because they start looking at Halloween, and it's like, do you want to go through another freaking awkward, freaking weird holiday season with someone that you don't want to be with anyway? I mean, do you want to go through all that? So people are like breaking up, like all over the place, you know. And it's coming from like freaking, you know, seemingly nowhere, but ain't nobody surprised it's going through a breakup right now, all in all, you know. I mean, because people are like, God, do I want to do this again? You know, because things, every year it's like there's more pressure, and there's more stress, and the world, you know, has more havoc in it, and it's just like, you know, do you really want to freaking have people in your personal life that you have to protect yourself from too? I mean, isn't the rest of the world hard enough, you know? So people are really become closed off, you know, but now the astrology is lining people up, that the people that you become in alignment in this period in time right now could potentially set yourself up in a very positive or a very negative way for like the next 30 years, this next cycle, for, you know, because there's always a cycle. It depends on your placements and what your planets are in those placements and whatnot. And that's why I always encourage folks to learn their placements. Mm-hmm. So, it's just been weird. It's just like a weird day. It's just like nothing's going. It's just like a day between time. I did have a pretty cool conversation. Oh, Luna's not in here, but that was cool, you know, because that's what I try to do here, is I try to make connections with people, and sometimes you make a connection, and it's like, all right, we'll connect again one day, right? And then at that point, you decide, all right, we'll connect again one day, right? And that's how timelines are made, and that's how people know each other and whatnot. And, you know, sometimes you connect with people, and you just connect the one time, you know. Maybe you'll connect with them later, but maybe you won't. Who knows? And people are putting all kinds of connections together right now. They're making sense of stories and timelines, and, you know, because their DNA is waking up. You know, they don't got a choice. It's in us. It's inherent. You know, there's stuff that is in us. You know, it's weird. I never grew up around my father, but you freaking put me in a room full of a bunch of other people. People will instantly know who is father and daughter. I tell you that right now. There is no question. We stand the same. We have the same posture. I hear my voice I hear his voice sometimes out of my mouth by inflection and whatnot. And we're never very close. So that just tells me, it affirms my belief is that it's in us. It is our DNA. We are who we are because of who our parents were. You know, we just get to pick and choose of what we want to be like them and what we don't. You know, and right now people are like, I don't want to do what my parents did anymore. you know, all the shady cops and all that stuff, all the stuff that freaking people have been glorifying for years and years, but really there's a much seedier side than people ever care. Now they're just like, nope, because people are freaking telling on their own family. Everybody's just like, enough is enough. No more creeps. We want to decreep the earth. People want to decreep the earth because we got to make this place safe for the kids and the older people to make their lives comfortable. But for the kids, man, it is our responsibility to leave this planet in a condition that is not going to leave them in distress and distraught, you know. So anyway, if you aren't versed with feeling emotions, you better get real versed with it, because the next while, this Aries full moon energy, it's shaking the rug, man. People are stepping into their emotions whether they like it or not. So hope y'all have a right evening. Peace.